Welcome back to the county seat. We've been discussing the redistricting process here in Utah and talking about a little bit what's going on in the rural communities and how this possibly affects them. But there's been a lot of noise in the media, lots of nasty things coming out, and even in our story we talked about, you know, it's kind of 10 days of chaos for 10 years of good lines. I mean, how much of that is going on?
There is a fair amount of noise, but it's all relative. And you know, for example, we're hearing about major protests. You've seen a couple perhaps on the news over the last several days from the network or local TV stations. And having been there a fair amount over the last little while it is noisy, it is not large. And I'm not discounting the voice of the individual or of the 100 or so odd people that are appearing at the Capitol to protest. Their concerns are valid in their mind. But I tend to believe that at the end of the day, just because you and I may disagree doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me doing anything wrong. And I tend to agree with the folks that say, you know, the folks that are drawing these lines all have their personal biases just like you and I do. And that doesn't make them evil people. It doesn't make them crooked politicians. At the end of the day, they're doing the things that they believe are right for their own reasons, as are the folks that are protesting because it doesn't turn out the way that they wish it would.
Well, for some of the people at home, I think they're sitting here going, what on earth is going on? Why are we changing things?
Sure. Very simple answer is the Constitution mandates that we do so. Every 10 years, we are directed to draw those lines because this nation was founded on the premise of one man, one vote. And for example, here in Utah, you've got counties that are losing population, including Salt Lake County, which obviously by far is still our most populous county. But the growth within our state is going on outside of that county. It's going on in Utah County. It's going on in Washington County. It's going on in Tooele County. And so the Constitution says that those people need to be fairly represented. So over the course of a decade, those population areas move. And so the lines need to be corrected to reflect the new population centers.
Okay. Anything else that people at home need to know about what is going on up there on Capitol Hill?
Yeah, I guess I would caution you to take anything you read or you see with a certain grain of salt. With the advent of social media over this time a decade ago, it's a lot easier to spread your message, whether it's right or wrong. At the end of the day, we're going to have 29 Senate districts drawn. We're going to have 75 House districts drawn, 15 state school board, and 4 congressional districts. And the fact of the matter is those people are elected by the people of the state to represent whatever seat they've been elected to. And they will do that with the best of their ability. And at the end of the day, there's a reason why Utah is generally recognized as quote-unquote normal. We're one of the best run states out there. Economically, we haven't been hurt like some of these others. And a lot of that has to do with the way the government runs in this state. And again, whether you're part of the minority party or the majority party, we are the beneficiaries of what has taken place over the last decade, and I'm assuming will continue to take place as we go on.
Well, thank you for joining us on the show to talk about that, and thank you for tuning in. Chad Booth will be back next week. If you'd like to rewatch this episode or any previous episodes, you can go and check them out at thecountyseat.tv. We'll see you next week. Thank you.